The Nutritional Enhancement program was launched in Region 6 by Food for the Poor Guyana Inc., the St. Francis Community Developers, and the Department of Education at the Albion Chapel Basketball Court. Jalissa Hines reports.
The Nutritional Enhancement Program Region 6 was officially launched last Thursday at the Albion Chapel Basketball Court located at Firish Village. The sponsor of this initiative is Food for the Poor Guyana Inc. with its collaborating partners, St. Francis Community Developers, Friends of St. Francis, and the Department of Education Region 6. Senior Project Manager of Food for the Poor Guyana Inc., Ms. Andrea Benjamin, presented the background of the project.
Oftentimes when we think about barriers to education, we do not think about food or food insecurity. You know, when we think about it, we think about, access maybe to school books, uniforms, etc. But food insecurity is a major barrier for vulnerable families and children to access to education. So this program here is geared towards ensuring that when children come to school, that they have a lunch, they have a meal that they can anticipate and they can get while they're in school. The program is a structured program, so it's just not children that are popping up if they feel like to have a meal. It's structured. Each center caters for 50 children, and these children were identified prior to the start of the program, and they were identified based on their need. A need was there, they were identified based on that, and the children are going to be there.
Ms. Benjamin went on to add,
when we talk about a nutritious meal, we know we cannot cook anything and give the children. So we have structured meal planning to ensure that the nutritional needs of the children are met. So we have vegetables that are incorporated into our meals. In fact, it's mandatory to have 3 vegetables per week. That is mandatory as part of the program. You cannot speak and advocate for nutrition and then you're preparing meals that are inadequate and are not meeting those demands.
The implementing partners then delivered remarks. Representatives from FACT Group of Upper Cariveton, Eversham Community Developers, Shining Star Community Developers of Limlir Village, and Mabikuri Community Developers, respectively, delivered brief remarks.
We are very happy to have this program. The school, the children, the parents have all buy into the program. It is a much needed service, and we want to say thank you to Food for the Poor and all involved for bringing this program to us.
Just want to take this opportunity to thank Food for the Poor for the continuation, because we used to have this nutritional enhancement program before. So I want to thank them very much for selecting Eversham Community Developers to be a part of this program again.
I want to say thanks to the Poor and the team for everything they have done for us and the children. Thank you.
Thank you to Food for the Poor and the entire team, and I assure you that our community will develop. We know that our education for our kids will also be enhanced. So on behalf of my Victory Community Developers, thank you.
Representatives from Firish and No. 1 Primary Schools, St. Mark's Mothers Union of Alnitz Village, Gibraltar Courtland Primary, and the Albion Chapel Life and Skills Training Center of Firish Village also delivered brief remarks.
I would just like to say a big thank you for your support and for, providing this meal for the children. And I can remember sometimes sitting in the classroom and you would see some children would just open a pack of biscuit and some water and, that was it for them. So I'm saying that it's a great initiative that you have started.
We are thankful for this program, and we just want to promise you that we are going to do everything humanly possible to ensure that these kids be fed and have a nutritious meal. God bless Food for the Poor.
We are grateful and thankful for this initiative. I know that the children, they do enjoy it, and so we are very grateful and thankful. So once again, thank you.
In closing, the members are saying a big thank you to Food for the Poor for seeing us as a valuable and trusted partner. We will not fail you.
Representatives from the Probation and Child Care Protection Departments of the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security and the Department of Education Region 6, respectively, delivered remarks.
To hear about this initiative and how it's going to benefit our children, children that are vulnerable, children who are needing every day. Today I want to say that I thank you, Food for the Poor, and I thank you to Mr. Foster and all his workers with him.
I want to thank Food for the Poor for this initiative, and I want to say that the students will change in their behavior and attitudes, and their attendance will improve because they know when they go to school there is something to look forward to, and when they are there they will concentrate.
And this is boosting our school feeding program that we are having on a daily basis. We are grateful, and I want to publicly say thank you to Food for the Poor for this great initiative.
Present at the launching was Chairman of Region 6, Mr. David Armagon, who expressed these sentiments about the Nutritional Enhancement Program.
There is need indeed for students to be provided with proper meals, and the research has shown that students who do not have proper meals, either they perform very badly in school, or alternatively they do not come to school at all. The teachers and the school, the head teacher and the teachers in the school, they were the ones who selected the students, and I'm very happy for that because they will know the ones in need. That's right. And that's very important. The selection process is very important because I have seen in the past people who are better off are recipients of goods and services, and the poorer ones, they're just left by the wayside. So this is very, very good initiative.
Mr. Kent Vincent, Chief Executive Officer of Food for the Poor Guyana Inc., then addressed the attendees.
And so today we're pleased to be able to launch this nutritional enhancement program to benefit the children, 300 children here in Region 6. We have seen the need to assist in this regard. We've seen, we visit schools, we visit communities, we see the needs in so many areas. And so our work is not just in doing one thing. We contribute to the society, development of society by implementing a number of projects. So I'm thankful for each and every one of you here. I'm thankful that we can work together. I'm thankful for the region. I'm thankful for every person who contributes to the work of Food for the Poor in bringing assistance to those who are in need.
After the ceremony, beneficiaries of the program from Farish and No. 1 primary schools were treated with lunch at the Albion Chapel Center. The Nutritional Enhancement Program caters for a total of 300 children and will expand to New Amsterdam, Rose Hall Tongue, Port Morant, and Kanji to allow 500 students to benefit from the program for one school year. Reporting for Channel 8 News, I am Jalissa Hines.